Hello and welcome to Cartoon Drawing Studio. Today, I'll be showing you how to draw a mummy. So grab your materials and let's get started. Sketch. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a circle, as always, for the head. So here's a circle for my mummy's head. I'm now going to divide that circle in half to tell me where the eyes are gonna go. All right, so they're gonna go above the line, the center line that divides the sphere. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add this bottom part, this little square attachment, that's really gonna be the mummy's jaw. That's my plan for it. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the eyes already because that's gonna help me visualize this character. So I'm doing like one sideways oval because my mummy's gonna be an angry mummy. So I'm kind of drawing the eyebrows going down. This eyebrow going down. This eyebrow going down. That's how we draw an angry face. Alright. I'm gonna put a little circle here where I think the nose is gonna go right down the middle. And I'm gonna give him kind of an open mouth, like a mummy growling mouth, like this, kind of like a bean. A bean is a very important shape when drawing cartoons, and so are spheres because you use them over and over again. Here's the teeth, and we'll throw in the bottom of the tongue. I'm going to go ahead and extend this bottom jaw a little bit more. So now that I've got that part down, let me put in some little pupils here for him. 1 and 2. I'm going to go ahead and draw the bean again, right? For the bottom of the torso. Let's see how we can bean this up. You know, it's just finding that shape. This bottom part here is really supposed to be the pelvis. And this top part here is the chest. So if I divide this in half, you see how I'm really splitting this bean in half? This tells me where the waist is. This line right here. Okay, so this little circle is the bottom half of the bean and this is the top half. Okay, so I got that. I'm gonna draw a little circle here to tell me where the shoulders are. Then I'm gonna go this way. Here's the elbow. Go up. Here is the hand. Okay. Same thing for the other side. Here's the shoulder. Line. Elbow. Line. Hand. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do the bottom. Side of the pelvis, up, knee, down, the bottom of the foot, and the foot. And I'm going to go this way. The back there is the pelvis. Just trying to decide the best way. You can change this. That's why when you're drawing initially, you should be drawing as loose and as light as possible. A lot of young artists end up pressing way too hard on the paper, and then when it comes time to erase, they have all these black marks on there. So when I'm first drawing, notice I'm drawing very lightly with a very light color, but if you're sketching on paper, you should be sketching as light as possible. Okay. So now that I have this kind of marked off, the hands, I'm gonna now flesh out the actual part of the hand. So let's start with the left arm here. I'm gonna thicken it up a little bit, like this, right? And like this. So now I just went based on those little lines that I had there, and I kind of just made his arms a little thicker. Now I'm gonna do the hands. The hands are really, here's a square, here's a circle, this circle turns into the thumb. All right. So I got a thumb there. I got the square. I'm going to go ahead and give the fingers. Here's one line for one finger. So the hand is a very complicated shape, and a lot of people are scared of drawing hands. But if you simplify it down to very simple shapes, then it's not that complicated. I have a square here, a circle, one sausage, another sausage going up and down, another sausage going up and down, and here's another sausage, and that's it. There's my hand. Not too bad, right? I gave him 3 fingers like a cartoon. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to thicken this one. Here's the shoulder. Here's this arm thickened up. Here it is going up. Okay. Now I'm going to do this side here. We have the circle for the hand, which is really this square for the cartoon hand. I'm going to do this circle over here. That turns into the thumb. Okay. So far so good. Then I'm going to come up. This sausage is going this way. This sausage is going this way. And this sausage is going this way. And there's my cartoon hand. Okay? Okay. So now I'm going to move up down to the feet. I'm going to start with this side over here. So this is the top of his leg, and this leg is going under and behind, so he's kind of like walking towards us, and that's it. I just filled in the masses. Same thing over here. This leg is going down and up. The knee is bent, so it's going down over here. These are really like cylinders that I'm filling around my little guides that I had. So here's our mummy shape. We've got him, his position down. So now what I have to do is add the little bandages and the details. So I'm going to start adding bandages up here. I'm going to start like this. And trying to paint in some bandages, just lines that are going and wrapping around his body. All right, one that goes across his nose. Alrighty. We'll draw some kind of like hanging out like this of the body. One that wraps the bottom of the jaw. We can have some of these popping out like that. All right. Then we're going to start working on the bandages. This is why the lines here too also that tell us the body shapes are good, because they are going to now tell us how these bandages curve around the body, right? I'm going to just start drawing some lines. They overlap because there's multiple layers of bandages. All right, now the arms. This arm is going forward. Make sure we keep this thick. I think I'm gonna keep the head open like this. That way you could see that maybe like a green mummy skin underneath. So it's going to be like the bandages are falling off. This arm is going back. Okay. Try to follow along. As long as you follow the principles of constructing these characters, of sketching it out first lightly, you'll come up with a solid drawing in the end. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Don't think my mummy has to look just like this one. You know, yours can be a little bit different. A different style, different character, a little bit more simple. But if you follow these steps, you'll get a solid drawing by the end of it. This is the same thing as learning to play a musical instrument. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. The most important thing to getting good at drawing is to want to learn how to draw. Okay. That wraps up my mummy sketch. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up this next part where I ink in the drawing. I suggest you get some ink pens, some Micron ink pens or ink pens that you'd prefer, and start inking in the lines that you want to keep. When you're done inking it, you get an eraser and erase all the pencil, and you're left with a wonderful inked cartoon drawing. So let's speed up and you guys follow along at home for this next part. And that wraps up our mummy drawing. We'll add a little bit of color to show you what that looks like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, and click like and share with your friends. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on drawing.